Tonight, remembering General Colin Powell, the trailblazing soldier and diplomat who died after battling cancer and COVID. The legacy of America's first black Secretary of State and top military officer who advised 4 U.S. presidents and shaped American policy for decades.
And he rose to the highest ranks not only in the military, but also in areas of foreign policy and statecraft.
Plus, after Powell's death, a new look at the immunocompromised people in the U.S. and the risks they face with COVID, even when fully vaccinated. Americans kidnapped in Haiti. The FBI and State Department joined the effort to free more than a dozen Americans, including 5 children. What we're learning about the gang who took them. Vaccine protests. Some California parents vow to keep their children home instead of following the governor's vaccine mandate. The Arbery trial, the scene outside the court as jury selection begins for 3 men charged with murdering Ahmaud Arbery while he jogged in Georgia. What his mother is saying tonight about justice. Deadly police ambush. The manhunt tonight for the gunman who shot 3 deputies in Houston, killing a new father just off paternity leave. And Tony Bennett. New love, every love but true. Singing his way into the Guinness Book of World Records again.
This is the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell, reporting from the nation's capital.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We are going to begin tonight with the passing of an American patriot. Colin Powell died today of complications from COVID and multiple myeloma, a rare blood cancer. He was 84 years old. In so many ways, he was the embodiment of the American dream, the son of Jamaican immigrants and a soldier who rose through the ranks to become the nation's top military officer and later the Secretary of State. He was the first black American to hold those positions, and he had a profound impact on foreign policy in both Republican and Democratic administrations. Well, tonight, flags are at half-staff across the nation's capital. President Biden said Powell believed in the promise of America because he lived it. Former President George W. Bush called him highly respected at home and abroad. And most important, Colin Powell was a family man and a friend. In a moment, we'll take a closer look at the illnesses that Powell battled. But we're going to begin with a look back at his remarkable life. Here's CBS's David Parton.
Nora.
Janet Shamlian, thank you. And there is still much more news ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News. The Biden administration says the Supreme Court and asked them to block that strict Texas abortion law. Plus, an update on the health of former President Bill Clinton, now home from the hospital. Today, the Biden administration asked the U.S. Supreme Court for an emergency halt to the new Texas abortion restrictions. That's nice to see. All right, coming up next, Colin Powell's call to service, inspiring future generations.
If you can't watch the CBS Evening News, you can listen. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Sponsored by Freshpet.
Throughout his remarkable life, Colin Powell broke barrier after barrier. And in doing so, he always kept his focus on giving back to our country. Here's CBS's Jim Axelrod.
New York.
Colin Powell was one of the most kind and inspiring leaders I've ever met. We'll be right back. Tomorrow, what does it mean for public safety that some police officers and firefighters are resisting vaccines? I'm Norah O'Donnell, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.